pew 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 pew. And welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Knowledge. We are booming. Are we booming? Are we busting? Oh, we booming. I don't. What do you want me to say tonight? You want me to just tell you rocket ship emojis? You want me to tell you fastest way to make money in this hobby right now? You want me to tell you that this is going to slow up? You want me to tell you that this is never going to stop? You want me to tell you the simplest way to make money? You want me to tell you the best product to invest in long term? You want to know what's a better buy right now, Surgeon Sparks or Prismatic Evolutions? You want to know, should you sell your Evolving Skies in order to free up cash flow to buy Modern? Should you be selling your Evolving Skies to buy Prismatic Evolutions? Should you be selling all your Sword and Shield booster boxes to buy Modern stuff? Should you be pre-ordering? And if so, is it okay to pay over MSRP? Are these all the questions people want to know? Because I feel like these are just all the questions. I'm going to tell you right now, the fastest way to make money in Pokemon investing. Well, first of all, this is a very, very old saying. For some of you, I know there's a lot of new people out there because we are rocket shipping. But for a lot of the new people out there, you're going to hear me say one thing on this channel a lot. There's only one person in the history of this hobby who's undefeated. One person. That one person is Father Time. I promise you, Father Time is the only undefeated champion of this hobby. Give it enough time, everything's going up. But now the question is, we're definitely seeing some products kind of go sideways right now. And if they're not really going sideways, the gains that they're having are not crazy. Chill and Rain, Fusion Strike, Brilliant Stars, Lost Origin. While all those products, you had tons of gains, you already locked in those games on paper, and they haven't done anything. But then at the same exact time where you've locked in gains for Brilliant and Lost Origin and Chillin' and Fusion Strike, you've watched Twilight Masquerade go on a crazy run. Then we obviously sat in to the Rocket and we saw what Surgeon Sparks is doing. Prismatic Evolutions. Right now, the fastest way to make money in Pokemon investing is the moderner, the better. Whatever the newest set is. And continue rolling that over for a few sets to come. I don't know how long this lasts, but it lasts for a few sets. Prismatic Evolutions right now is going to be wild. Right now, I'm doing breaks. If you guys don't know, I break on Fanatics 5 nights a week. So my break nights are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I go live on YouTube on Thursdays, and then Friday, Saturday are the nights I break for Dan Catchmall Collectibles. I'm personally one person going through thousands upon thousands of packs, whether it's 151 Surgeon Sparks. I ran out of Surgeon Sparks for a little while. I literally had to wait for more Surging Sparks to come in. And we even went through all the product that Dan sent me, plus I had to use one of my personal booster box cases, rip through that, and then I just got a big resupply. Last night, I already burned through an absolute ton of it. I am burning through thousands of packs a month. Prismatic Evolutions, I told Dan before, like when everything started going crazy and I saw the writing on the wall, I said, Dan, whatever you can get, man, from distribution. I was like, just put in triple the order. And, Dan's answer is going to be what you guys already know. It's like, dude, I could order all the Prismatic Evolutions that exist in the world, and they're just going to allot me down to, like, my allocations. And I knew that, but I was just hoping, like, the same thing everybody hopes. That, ask for 10,000 ETBs and maybe you get 1,000, Like, we are back to those days, and there's a lot of people dealing with this. I'm going to give you guys a huge bit of warning right now. For everybody out there who locked in pre-orders and gave a lot of free loans out to these people, Rattle's going to have an absolute field day in a couple months when Prismatic gets released. How many pre-orders are going to be canceled? It's going to be a flood of pre-orders. Dan's been pretty transparent about his numbers. You could go on his channel and see how much he ordered, but it wasn't a ton. Definitely not enough. Right now, the fastest way to make money in Pokemon investing is just to literally pick up pre-orders from, like, reputable places. So your GameStops, your Walmarts, your Targets, the people that are big box retail that are going to get a ton of this stuff. And that is going to be your best opportunity. That's it. You take those, you flip those in to packs, and then when everything goes crazy at release, you sell into the hype. That's my... Now, this is the thing where people are like investing. I don't think... So real quick, shout out to Son of a Mewtwo, just paying my dues. Good to see you, PK, Son of a Mewtwo. I do appreciate you. Thanks for the super chat. I'm going to give you guys warning right now. Pokemon is notorious for reprinting a ton of stuff. Ton and tons of stuff. So I think Pokemon will definitely reprint Prismatic Evolutions. I think they'll keep reprinting it. There's very, very few specialty sets that we haven't seen reprints for. I mean, sure, Shrouded Fable didn't get a reprint, but that's because that's just trash. Pokemon Go had way too many packs. You know, going back to all the specialty sets, Dragon Vault, whatever, doesn't really, not applicable for this situation. Double Crisis, not applicable for this situation. Generations got a lot of reprints. Generations had a long release of product. Generations, a release schedule was the mythical collection boxes. Those mythical collection boxes, a new one released every month for a year. So there was 12 mythical collection boxes, a new one released every month. Sorry, Generation... Did I say Celebrations? Generations, 20th anniversary set, ton of product. Shining Legends, my Shining Legends just got printed so much. Again, probably because a lot of people weren't really picking up Shining Legends too. Not a huge set. Anybody that wanted their fill got it. Detective Pikachu, like, whatever. Specialty set, nobody really cared about. People still don't care about Detective Pikachu today. Hidden Fates. Hidden Fates, crazed. So Hidden Fates is one of the best. Hidden Fates and Shining Fates are the best examples of previous things that we've seen happen. Hidden Fates at release was the first product I remember like having to find at release. I remember at release driving around to like 3 or 4 different stores looking for Hidden Fates ETBs before I found one. I was able to pick it up at release from from like big box retail. My one ETB wasn't anything crazy, but I remember being able to pick it up at release, but it wasn't easy. I literally had to drive around, and then Hidden Fates became the first product that was truly scarce and rare. Like, after those very first couple days, Hidden Fates dried up everywhere. Even the tins, the Charizard, Raichu, Gyarados tins, they were never really readily available on the shelves. They were there once in a while, and that was 2019. That is pre-crazy 2020, 2021 hype, and Hidden Fates was tough to find. And I watched as Hidden Fates ran up all the way to $300 per ETB. Now, there's a possibility that Prismatic Evolutions follows the Hidden Fates path. Now, the thing is, Hidden Fates was truly felt shorter printed for those early print runs. Just, the supply wasn't there to meet the demand. But you got to keep in mind, the demand, while it was really strong for Hidden Fates, you had original, like, 151 Pokemon way before the days of, you know, Scarlet and Violet 151. Like, Hidden Fates was a great re-entry set. And the reason why it was a great re-entry set, because anybody could open up a pack of Hidden Fates and you instantly recognize all the Pokemon. And then you're like, wow, shiny Pokemon. And then your chase is a Charizard. And then, you know, you had a Team Rocket card in there with Jesse James Meowth. You had a Raichu card, you had a Gyarados card, you had a Charizard card, you had the legendary birds, you had multiple legendary birds, like, all as the trio. Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, the half art, the full art, then the Rainbow Rare one, and then you had the ETB promo with the Stained Glass Birds trio. There was 4 different legendary trio, like, cards in Hidden Fates when you count that promo. One of them being a Rainbow Rare, one of them being a full art, like I said. One of them being the Stained Glass, and one of them being the half art. It was crazy. Anybody could open up a pack of 150. You could have been away from Pokemon for the last 20 years. You could have came in, opened one pack of Hidden Fates, and instantly recognized all the chases. And then for the Baby Shiny, one of your big Baby Shiny chases is Charmander. Literally you know, Kanto starter right there, super easy. And we watch ETBs run up to $300. And then you know what? Pokemon did reprint Hidden Fates. And they didn't just do one reprint. They did multiple reprints. It just happened to be that demand was so high that we saw ETBs, call it crash. They split in half and they ran pretty stable at $150 for what felt like forever. For years, they stayed at $150. And then Hidden Fates all dried up again. Can we run into this sort of situation with Prismatic? You get a set that released, super hype, in-demand set, and you can watch ETBs run up to $300. Pokemon Center ETBs, if they are truly scarce, I think it's possible. I think it's possible. Now, Prismatic, we've already seen the release schedule. There's a lot of products gets released over time, which is a good thing for the long term of that set for prices coming down. But in the short term, right at release, only having ETBs, only having like 2-pack blisters. 2 packs is nothing. And then the, whatever, Prismatic Evolutions mystery box, it comes with 4 packs in it. There's no products that are supplying packs to help quench this demand. You have an ETB, which already has a premium to it. There's already a premium to packs from ETBs. It's not a booster box product. You don't get cheap prices. Then you have a 2-pack blister, which has a premium to those. And then that stupid surprise box, or whatever the hell they're calling it, it has a premium to it. There are no booster bundles coming out until late January. And then booster bundles are your cheapest way to find packs. There's going to be a lot of barriers to entry for this. I mean, we saw it happen. And then, so then that's Hidden Fates. And then Champions Path, we saw Champions Path go pretty crazy. Well, at release, it kind of stayed stagnant, didn't do much. But then the boom just happened. And so Champions Path was August 2020. So obviously the Logan Paul box break was October. Vivid Voltage was released in November, and then we didn't see Shining Fates get released till February, so Champions Path was pretty good, but you could still pick it up at release, because it wasn't a crazy... It was a good set that it had 2 Charizards in it, but it wasn't like a set where you just want to open it forever. Trust me, if you opened up one ETB of Champions Path, you more or less had your fill. It wasn't a great set. It wasn't a super deep set. Son of a Mewtwo gifting 20 PK memberships. Son of a Mewtwo. Once again, buddy, I do appreciate you. Appreciate you pulling out all the lurkers. But, yeah. Champions Path was just... It did have a Charizard ETB promo, so it was a good set at the right time. Because when a lot of people got in that October-November timeline, the 2 sets that were most recent was a Charizard set. Literally... Champions Path, Charizard on the ETB, Charizard promo, Charizard chase, super easy. Then Vivid Voltage, Pikachu on the ETB, Pikachu on the booster box, Pikachu chase, super easy. You could have walked in once again off the street, hadn't opened a card or pack of Pokemon cards in 20 years, the same way that you could do that with Hidden Fates. It was the same way you could do it with Champions Path or Vivid Voltage. Trover says, correct me if I'm wrong, don't Prismatic bundles not come out till March? You are correct. I am sorry. Once again, shout out to Son of Mewtwo for the 20 memberships, but Trover has a good point. It is till March, so we're not going to see like pack supply at the beginning. Now, I think Pokemon does reprint Prismatic Evolutions. I know. This is the conversation we're having. We're talking about reprints before the set was released or is released. We're talking about reprints. This is Pokemon. That makes you mad? Good. It should make you mad. I'm gonna channel my inner Emperor. Good. Let the hate flow through you. Yes. Oh, you're looking at this lightsaber. Strike me down, and you will become more powerful. I want the hate to flow through you. Because we're talking about reprints for a set that's not going to that hasn't been released yet. But yes, trust me. I promise you. It's going to have reprints. But it doesn't matter at the beginning. We're going to see ETBs. We're going to see single pack prices go crazy. That is the fastest way to make money in Pokemon investing right now. Is to just pick up any sort of pre-orders you can get. Break down product at release and get your bag. Get your bag. Everybody needs their bag. Listen, I went after my bag. Everybody gets their bag. I can't believe I'm doing this again, but I'm doing it again. Listen. Once again, this is the Rattle Discord. You guys are not familiar with it. It's the Rattle Discord. These are all right here. These are all the restock bots. Get yourself some restock bots. This is the new Boomin' Waters Premium Collection on Best Buy. Before that, look at all these prismatic ETBs that were restocked. 151, obviously. Look. These are tough to get. You click on the link and they don't work. You can see a bunch of red X's. XX. It's hard. You got the Target too. Target restock box. Look, you hit this. Look, prismatic. Look at all these prismatic ETB restocks from Target. Order limit of 3. Some people are getting lucky. Not everybody. You gotta be like Johnny on the spot on this stuff. You gotta just be ready. Look, this is all Sam's Club. All the freaking Crown Zenith premium Sea and Sky boxes. You could literally make money on this. You could buy this and you could sell it to me. Well, by me, I mean to streaming, to Fanatics, or Dan. You could literally buy this premium collection box. You could pay your $39.98 and you could instantly make money. Instantly. Like, you could literally place your order, and while you're waiting for it to get shipped to you, you could already have had it sold to Dan. That's how quickly we are buying this stuff. When it comes to making quick money, it's just the moderner, the better. Same thing happened with Surgeon Sparks. I'm opening up a ton of packs. We are opening up a ton of packs. I'm just telling you, the supply for Prismatic is not going to be there. For all you guys blindly sending money at people for pre-orders, be very, very careful. I think a lot of people are going to get caught with their pants down. I think that this is going to finally be a good break for... There's a lot of people out there that just sell pre-orders and they really, really push the envelope of what they should be doing. Because you got to keep in mind, a lot of people were doing pre-orders of Prismatic before they had any type of allocation numbers. And I think a lot of people were looking at their allocation orders for their most recent specialty sets. And if they are cash strapped, if they did not have that crazy liquidity, they were really, really pushing the limits of what they should have been doing. And I'm sorry for everybody that is going to get burned, because there's going to be a lot of you guys that get burned. But there's also a part of me that's like, thank God, like, these people are going to finally, like, shoot themselves in the foot, taking these interest-free loans and stuff. And you can't, I don't think you should run businesses like that, where you're just constantly taking on, you're over-leveraging yourself on debt, and you're just going to unfulfill promises. And Prismatic, the same thing with Surgeon Sparks. We saw it happen a little bit with Surgeon, because Surgeons went pretty crazy right before release. A lot of people canceled pre-orders just so they could get their bag. I think everybody thinks that, like, a lot of these stores that have distribution, a lot of the online stores that have distribution, one, I just think people have a delusion in their brain that they're making a ton of money. They just don't make that much, especially with a lot of the stinker sets that was released. You know, I just saw recently we had restocks of Obsidian Flames. Dan just bought a shitload of Obsidian Flames. Obsidian Flames is tough to move. It's a Charizard set, but, like, there's no big chase in it. So, I mean, he picked up a lot of booster boxes, and sure, we will probably be able to move through those packs, but those are not the packs that are in demand. The sets that are most in demand are Crown Zenith, 151, Surgeon Sparks, Brilliant Stars, Lost Origin, and then it drops off pretty fast. And, well, Twilight Masquerade's still up there, because Twilight Masquerade still has that Greninja chase to it. I've opened a ton of Surgeon. I really like Surgeon. I've opened up thousands of packs. I've pulled 7 Pikachu SIRs. Yeah, you heard that number correct. 7. How many people in the world? Yeah, I just put myself in a category of the world. How many people can say they pulled 7 Pikachu SIRs, number 238? 7. Open up a lot of packs. I've opened up multiple Latioses. I've opened up multiple. I've opened up, actually, every single card in Surge and Sparks. I've opened up every single regular card, every full art, every gold card, and every single SIR. I've opened every single card that there is to be pulled from Surge and Sparks. I have opened it. I've opened a ton of packs because the demand's there. And for Prismatic Evolutions, I promise you, the demand will be there. Right now, you can get yourself some nice Japanese product. You can pick it up pretty cheap right now. $50 a box. $50 a box is pretty cheap for Japanese. I know it's way above like retail, but it's gonna be hype. People are gonna want their fill. They're gonna want to scratch that itch. We are in for serious scary time. I'm talking Freddy Krueger type nightmarish situation. Nightmare on Elm Street. This is Nightmare on Pokey Street. What do we do? What does the hobby do? I mean, this is the fastest way to make money, though. Get yourself your bag. This is the hard part, too, for a lot of people. You're just not going to know the right time to sell. I've been put in a position lately where I just haven't been able to. I sold a ton of Surge and Sparks, luckily, like my personal allocation. I told you guys a couple weeks back that my plan was to keep one booster box of Surge and Sparks, and I probably, to be honest with you, would have sold that booster box, or sorry, booster case. Sorry, not one booster box, one booster case. But because I sold that one booster case on stream, I didn't even have it to sell, but I probably would have got rid of it. But luckily now I'm sitting on it because I just got it in the mail yesterday, the day before. So I was saved that way. I probably would have sold that case too. There's so much liquidity right now in this hobby. It's instant liquidity for a lot of this stuff. Sometimes you'll have to take a haircut, especially if you're, selling to big buyers, because your big buyers, like, when I say we, I mean me and Dan. Dan's paying 80% right now, 70 to 80% depending on the product. 85 if it's super high demand, super liquid if we don't have a lot of it. There's a lot of outs, and then you could just go on eBay. I was just on eBay searching, items ending soonest. And I just came across a couple, like, Evolving Skies ETBs. 180, 190, at auction, 48 bids. Regular, not Pokemon Center, Evolving Skies ETBs, just regular ETBs. 180 bucks. I look around. There's so much money here, you know? What do we do? How do we not? It's not tough to navigate. It's just you wonder if things are too good. So for the last 4 years you've been following this channel, one of the things I've been explaining to you guys is one of the things I've been doing was acquiring. Man, I made some videos that aged like fine wine. I got videos on this channel that were like a year or two back, and it says now is the acquisition period. I think that's the name of the video. Somebody needs to go back and watch it. I said now is the acquisition period. I think that's the title of the video. I don't even know how to search it. But yeah, it's like now is the time of acquisition. Meaning, and I said in that video, I was like, now is the time to buy. That was when everything was dropping. And I said, I don't care what you buy. Just buy something. That was the whole premise of that video. Man, that video aged like fine wine. I spent the last couple years, because you got to keep in mind, my timeline for acquiring is the last 4 years, because during the last boom, I sold off so much stuff. I always say the statistic is I sold off 140% of the stuff I want to sell. Meaning I literally sold everything I want to sell, and then 40% of the stuff on top of that I still didn't want to sell. Sold as much as I could. So by the time the boom was over, it was pretty scrappy around here, I was in the acquisition period again, because everything got sold off, and then it was just back to acquiring. And for the last couple years, just been acquiring. If you've been following this channel, you've heard me talk till I'm blue in the face. As I walk through the valley of the $79, $95 booster boxes, I fear no evil. I was here for the crazy booms of 2020. I was here for the crazy downturn when everybody said Pokemon was over. I just kept buying. You know, there was a part of me that always just knew. But, like, is that fair? Because now we're all proved right. The part of me that just knew. Really, really stretched myself. And then for Surge and Sparks. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you, but I went heavier at pre-orders for Surge and Sparks than I have at any single modern set ever. Ever. The writing was on the wall. If anybody was there reading it, the writing was on the wall. Rocket ship was gassed. It was primed. Rockets were primed. We were getting ready to go for blast off. And the signs are there still today. The amount of new people that are entering this hobby right now today, the amount of new money, the amount of, I don't want to call it dumb money. I feel like dumb money is like a real derogatory term, but uneducated money. Because like now people are just coming into the hobby and they're coming in with a 12 gauge. And it's just full of buckshot. And they got their eyes closed and they're just bang! Just bang! Just buckshot everywhere. It's just a million things are getting hit. They're not even close to the target. They're pretty far away. And it's just spreading out. But the problem is you spread out right now in this hobby. It's like you're going to hit something. And, you know, this is one of the questions I kept bringing up on my channel. I said, where is your money best spent? Everybody was talking about, you know, how the Paradox Rift. Everybody was talking about Obsidian Flames. Everybody was talking about Scarlet and Violet Base because all these booster boxes were super cheap. Well, I said, yeah, I think those are good buys. But I also think the modern the better. I think whatever the most modern set is the best. Fidel said, what did the write-in say? The write-in said, F Father Time right now. Modern the better. That's what the write-in on the wall said. But that's the thing, too. Father Time has been, always will be undefeated in this hobby. I just told you I was acquiring product hard for the last 4 years because I burned through all my inventory. And that is not a sentiment that is solely by me. You ask anybody in this hobby who was around in the boom, everybody went through the same exact situation. Shout out to Rusty, TCA Gaming, one of my idols in the hobby, one of the people I look up to more than anybody else. Rusty will tell you. Rusty went from an eBay account that had 10,000 active listings at one time. 10,000. You know how much work that is just to list 10,000 items? During the boom, Rusty's listings went down to 200. He went from a high of 10,000 at one point and eventually went down to 200 listings during the boom. That wasn't out of want. That was out of the boom. Just everything got bought out. The fact that his listings went down to 200, he got bought out. Look at Dan. Ask Dan, like, where did all your booster boxes go? He sold them. Ask Nick, where did a lot of your inventory go? Sold it. Ask Jake. Ask anybody. Ask people. Say, where did all your inventory go? They're going to tell you they sold it. So then, after they sold it, yeah, your cash, like, flush. You got plenty of cash, but you got no product. So then you're just in the acquisition period. And there were some dark times around there. That's why Father Time pays off in the long run there. But you know what the crazy thing is? There's a lot of people that came around in the crazy hype, and they were paying $280 for Vivid Voltage booster boxes. And you know what? When the prices crashed, they walked away from the hobby, and when all the prices were low, I'm going to let you in on a secret that's not a secret. When things are cheap, nobody wants them. That's the secret. When things are cheap, nobody wants it. When Vivid Voltage got reprinted and booster boxes went down to 95 after being at a high of 280, nobody wants Vivid Voltage. When Shining Fates went from a high of $150 for pre-orders, $120. Between $120 and $150 for pre-orders for Shining Fates, which is way above where we are right now. I think this is the thing. People have such a narrow view. They don't remember things that happened 3 years ago. We've been through all this before. Learn from this. Shining Fates was a $120 pre-order box. Right now, with Prismatic Evolutions, it's only about a $100 pre-order box. You still got 20% more just to meet Shining Fates. Fast forward years later, you could still go on Pokemon Center today and pick up Shining Fates for MSRP. You know why? Because it's not expensive anymore. People only want stuff when it's expensive. Now, we have a lot of people entering this hobby right now. The total market, and when I say total market, I'm talking stock market, crypto market, collectible market. Everything is just booming right now. A lot of crypto money is moving into Pokemon. It's the same thing. It always happens. Space is an issue. I know. I gave up shelf space. One of the things I pride more than everything was I used to be able to PK desk. I would do a live, and I could pull out any card at any time. I can't do that anymore. None of this shit is mine anymore. Everything that's on this desk is Dan's. But I can't do stuff like this. If you guys want to come, we got 2 packs. $19.99, 2000. That's why you can see it's a little lighter pack colored. It has the international stamps on. These are going up for auction this weekend if you guys are interested. At least one of them. 99 2000 packs. Auction starting at $1. You know why you could start things at $1? Because the hobby's strong enough that you can get close to market. Can't do dollar auctions when the hobby's not strong, but it is. Everything is so strong. The moderner, the better. Prismatic, if you could get pre-orders, join the freaking Referral Discord. There's a link in the description of this video. I know that Referral Discord has made people so much money. There's people that have made it not a full-time job, but they're on it. They're on it like no one else. And they've made so much money just following these freaking restock bots. People owe Rattle such a huge debt of gratitude. I said that I thought, that Discord, just since it's been released, has made people 6 figures of money. So 6 figures is over $100,000. I'm going to go out on a limb and say pretty soon this Discord is going to start making 7 figures for everybody combined. There's going to come a point where there's going to be like $1 million made through these links. It's easily above the 6 figures now. Crazy though. Alright. That is my PK rant for the beginning. Let me scroll up if you guys have any questions. Now is the time to ask them. I got to the point where Son of a Mewtwo did the super chat. Appreciate you, Son of a Mewtwo. 20 PK gifted memberships as well. So Trover says, this ridiculous pre-sales of Prismatic at least feels different. Maybe it's just hype and it'll come down eventually. It's the same thing with Shining Fates. Shining Fates was 120 in ETB. Are we going to pretend like that didn't happen? It's the same thing. It's the same videos, but like the only difference is it feels different this time around. It was crazy hype last time, but I'm telling you, it just feels a little different. I don't know why. I think it feels different this time around because we didn't know what was coming after Shining Fates. Well, we kind of did. I mean, Chillin' Rain was already being hyped up. Fusion Strike was already being hyped up. We always move on to the next set. It just feels different this time around. I don't know why. So, Andrea says, I think another thing that didn't exist was the amount of streamers ripping last time. I think that has a huge thing to do with it. I think streamers, yeah, they're opening up so much product. I'm seeing it. I've opened up so many packs that my fingers hurt. Yes, my fingers hurt. Like, you ever seen Happy Gilmore? When he's like, oh, your fingers hurt? Well, guess what? Your back's about to hurt because you just pulled landscaping duty. That's me. I'm the little old lady. My fingers hurt. That's me. I'm about to pull landscaping duty pretty soon. Pokebondo said, Champion's Path was just the add-on that Darkness Ablaze needed. Yeah, I mean, Champion's Path, if it was put into Darkness Ablaze, maybe that would have gave Darkness Ablaze enough to keep it as a stronger set. Jay, good to see ya. He said, damn, you missed the alert. What up, everyone? Son of a Mewtwo said, just give me the glory, the Team Rocket, everything until that is just a distraction. Yeah. So Anthony P says, I've been opening those alerts immediately all day long and everything is already out of stock. Yeah, it happened just to me earlier today. What are they called? At Best Buy. The newest boxes, what are they called? The Bloom & Waters Premium Collection boxes. $59.99, you get 12 packs, $151. You could order 5. I added 5 to the cart. Every time I started to check out, like something was failing. It was because the promo cards were out of release. When I finally figured that out, all the Best Buy, all those were gone too. Truver says, I mean, Prismatic is going to be big, but the Rocket set and the Trainer set right after 2025 feels like it's going to be hectic. Son of Mewtwo said, Rocket set will change this hobby. Mark my words, it's going to be wild. Yeah, I don't even know, like, get your bag. For everybody out there, just get your bag. Make your money. Everybody gets to eat right now. This is just, get your bag. Get your bag. I know that might sound bad, but just get your bag. If you're this actively engaged in this hobby, if you're deep enough down the freaking YouTube rabbit hole that you're watching, the least edited channel in Pokemon is this channel. Now, I used to edit videos. I used to add memes, and I used to do stuff. There's nobody who's more consistent with not editing videos. If you're watching this, if you are 36 minutes in, you are deep. You deserve it. Get your bag. Make your money. Congratulations. You won. Whatever game this is, whatever, you won. Congrats. All your hard work, your dedication, your love of this hobby, your love of the cards, your love of the sets, your love of the information, your love of the people in this hobby, your hours spent in Discord groups, your hours watching restock bots, your hours upon thousands of hours watching channels like this, absorbing information, finding the best places to pick up product, making relationships with people in this hobby, finding the people that literally have the cheapest prices, the most well-respected people, all the time you spent to do all that stuff. Get your bag. You deserve it. You spent all the time. Let it pay off for you. Congratulations. Be happy. I'm happy. It might not see it in my face. I might look like I'm getting ready to cry every time I make a live just because of how crazy this is. But I'm happy. We're not slowing down. Is it boom or busting? We're booming. You know, get your bag, guys. Cryptomon said people will load up on older sets like Scarlet and Violet sets. Like, yeah. Let them. Moderner the better. Get the modern stuff. D Flip says, and Pokemon is like, we are in war. People to who make more money, yeah. Let's see. Son of a Mewtwo said, PK, are you still running consignments? No. The only thing I run consignments for ever was just at Collecticon in Charlotte one time. Let's see. Trover says, Kevin Clare says, as I walk through the valley of the $70 booster boxes, I see no evil now. Trover says, I streamed that about 10 months ago when I was like, we are in the acquisition period. Okay. What a perfect timing that was. If you look at the 10-month chart, wow. That is crazy timing. If I made that video 10 months ago, that it's the acquisition period. Let's see. So 200 is a lot of work. 10K is wild for one person. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Lumail says, hey PK, just wondering if you still have any amount of your heavy bags in Chillin' Rain. I sold out a lot of my Chillin' Rain. So I do not have a lot of Chillin' Rain now. Ghost Train Collector says, I just bought a box of Vivid Voltage yesterday for $99. Nice. Kevin says, I think the new set will be like $400 a box after release. I don't think it could get that high because I still think, I mean, just with it being able to be, there's going to still be a lot of it available at stores, whether it's your Targets or Walmarts. I don't think it could get as high as 400, but maybe. I mean, that's crazy flipper dream paradise type stuff. You could go into your local Walmart or Target, pick up a ETB for $59.99 and instantly go home and sell it for like two, and you think 400. I think 400 might be a little too much just because of how readily it will be available at big box retail. Because, I mean, that's a case. They stock one case of ETBs. One case of ETBs is going to be 10 ETBs. If somebody could go in and, sell those 10 ETBs on the secondary market for $4,000. I don't know. I think that's just a little too much. Hold on one second. All right. We got Katie said, so true. I bought so many hollow MetaZoo playtester cards when MetaZoo tanked and people were bailing. Will they go back up? I don't know, but I love them. You are not talking to the right person about MetaZoo, but I'll do you guys a solid for MetaZoo. Whatever the first set of MetaZoo is, I don't care what it is. When they re-release MetaZoo, I don't know how you're going to be able to buy it. I don't know if you're going to be able to buy it online. I don't know if you're going to be able to buy it at LGS's. I don't know if you're going to be able to pre-order anywhere. I don't know if it's going to be direct to consumer. I don't know how MetaZoo is going to release this first product. Whatever it is, look at me. I hate MetaZoo. Hated MetaZoo. I hated it. For whatever the first product is, buy as much of it as you can. Whatever it is. If it's MetaZoo 2 base set, buy as much as you can. Let's give Charlie a chance. I hate MetaZoo. Nobody has been more of a opponent against MetaZoo than me. Whatever the first set is, buy as much of it as you can. I backed Sorcery Kickstarter. I had an entire sealed case of Alpha Sorcery booster boxes. I had a hunch. I had a feeling. How did that work out for me? Thousands upon thousands of dollars just back in Sorcery Alpha TCG booster boxes on Kickstarter. A couple of the elemental theme decks. I had no love for freaking Sorcery. Just sometimes I feel it, and it's gonna be a good test for MetaZoo. Can they not overprint shit? And if they don't overprint stuff, they have to not overprint the first set. That is my recommendation to everybody. Whatever the first set, I don't like MetaZoo. Whatever the first set is, whatever the first set that's released, do not open it, buy it, stick it in your closet, and see what happens. I think the first set will go crazy. What all the sets do after that, I do not give a flying F. Trust me. I don't care. I'm going to give the first set a shot, though. Space Man says, I hope my pre-orders get filled. Yeah. Let's see. D-Flip said, question, PK. I've already multiple cases of prismatic bundles, etc. You got distribution. Should I also prismatic for GameStop in Canada? Yeah, at 65 US. I have the cash flow, but I'm hesitating with the 151 reprint. If you have the ability for GameStop pre-orders, do it. Do it. You'll be very happy you did it. So Jimbo Slice says, me too, Spiff. I got 8 prismatic Pokemon Center ETBs before they limited it to 2. Yeah, I would do it. Look at your upside risk versus your downside risk. Your downside risk at release is like nothing. It's like nothing at release. Now, spread out long enough timeline, if prismatic keeps getting printed until eventually Pokemon can print into oblivion, then yeah, maybe your long term doesn't look good, but your short term, go for it, dude. get your bag. Everybody, this is the fastest way to make money in Pokemon right now. It's just the moderner, the better. And then Team Rocket after that. And then the gym set after that. If it's moderner, I promise you, it's better. Just keep getting it. Let's see. D-Flip said, PK, the ETB of Surgeon that has booster boxes got buyout at 850 ETBs, went 0 in 4 hours at Black Friday drop. I'm not sure what that statement meant. D-Flip said, since Prismatic is at 90 US, Walmart is cheap, so they'll wipe them out for sure. Yeah, probably. Drib says, PK, what's a good source for cards in Canada? Dribzo, I don't know Canada. I don't live in Canada. Great place to ask would be the Rattle Discord, because Rattle lives in Canada. And I do know that, what the hell was... Somebody in the chat could let you... Who did Rattle used to buy his product from? He used to shout him out every video. He was the one that wanted to buy that sealed case originally. Pika World? Pika something? Pika... Whatever Rattle used to buy. I know they shipped to Canada. So that's where Rattle used to get a lot of his product from. So, yeah, your best bet is just to ask somebody that actually lives in Canada. Rattle, Billy... They all live in Canada. That would be my recommendation to you. PSA Pikachu. There you go. T-Chev44 said PSA Pikachu. Yeah. I know PSA Pikachu has okay prices. Let me look at PSA Pikachu's website. PSA. And no, I am not sponsored at all. But I do know that they do ship to Canada only because of Rattle. PSA Pikachu pre-orders. Yeah, see, they're always pretty good prices. They had Surgeon Sparks pre-orders at $144. They had Surgeon Sparks at $34.99. They do not have Prismatic up yet, though. Booster boxes, their prices are all solid for booster boxes. You know, $109 for Stellar. You know, this is like $5 to $10 over market. Paradox Rift $109. You know, cheap one-piece boxes. They were selling Surgeon at $144. And Obsidian Flames at $105. Yeah, I mean, they're solid. I mean, for Canada, there's cheaper options if you live in America. This is kind of high. Well, I guess that's okay. Man, they haven't had Evolving in stock since it was $3.99. They haven't had Team Up in stock since it was $1,749. Can you imagine? So, man, they haven't had some of this stuff restocked in a while. Man, this is a cluttered website, though. PSA Pikachu, get all your sold out shit out of here, man. Too much sold out stuff. Yeah. Once again, not sponsored, but I know they ship to Canada, like I said. So that might be something you want to look into. Ghost Train Conductor said, my Target shelf was full of Surgeon yesterday, and all that was left today was 1 ETB and 3 blisters. I grabbed anything that was left. That's crazy. Super Andrew said, good evening. I'm new and experienced. Should we always look for new releases or any opportunity we can get before out of print? Out of print's tricky. Right now you have just... First of all, what's your available capital? Do you have a ton of money? Or you got to be real picky and choosy. Like, if you have a cash roll of $500,000, you can really spread it out. If your cash roll is pretty low, let's say you got, I don't know, $500 to $15,000. That's a pretty big range. But if your cash flow is lower, between the $500 to $15,000 range, you're gonna have to be a little more strategic with your buys in the short term until you could do some flips and you could, you know, turn that $15,000 to $18,000. Then for the next release to 22, then to 28, then to 35, then to 46, then to 54. You know, and you just keep going up until eventually, given enough time, once again, the only person in the history of the hobby is undefeated is Father Time. Shit takes time. Okay? Can we all agree on that? I know a lot of people don't think it takes time, but given enough time, given a long enough range, you will see growth. And if you're just very strategic with lower, like a smaller bankroll, you just got to be more strategic with your buys. Right now, the strategic buys is the moderner, the better. So Dio says, but what if we buy too much? We're going to be called scalpers. Yeah. Probably. So Henry said Sakura's card shop also ships to Canada. Let's look at Sakura's card shop. So there's Sakura's. All right. This is, once again, not advertised by Sakura. English Pokemans. Heal the Pokemans. English Pokemon. Damn, everybody's sold out with everything except for Shrouded Fable's not sold out. Does anybody have product at all, ever? Is everybody just sold out? Oh, that's a good buy. Paldea Evolved ETBs for 37. That's a good buy. That's a good buy right there. Ooh. You get that Pikachu promo in there, Paldea Evolved. That's a good buy. Let me see, what are we paying? What are we paying for packs? Because I can tell you what our buy price is. Actually, I'm not sure. Let me move this. I want to not share this screen. I can tell you what our buy price is. Oh, come on. What is our buy price for packs? Streaming calculations. Let's see. For Paldea Evolved, we are... Paldea Evolved. Alright, never mind. So, TCG market price is $3.89. We're paying like $3 a pack. So, not money to be made there, because you'll be paying like $37.50. But Black Friday deals are out there too. I saw Walmart had $20 ETBs. Brilliant Stars was on there. Lost Origin was on there. If you could pick up Brilliant Stars and Lost Origin ETBs for $20, go for it. Break it down. Sell the packs. Royalty DD Royalty says, call me a scalper. My bank account's showing dollars. D Flip says, I always said Pokemon did not care about collectors. With the Van Gogh Pikachu, you should not care anymore. So do we think the Umbreon breaks $1,000 raw on release, with the others being in the 600? So, man, somebody just recently posted the top most expensive cards of Scarlet and Violet. Post cards. So I just saw it. I don't remember where I saw it, but maybe it was. No, it was somebody had like a nice screen grab of the most expensive packs from Scarlet and Violet, and 3 of the most expensive cards were from Surge and Sparks. Think about that. 10 cards, 3 of them are from one set. So the top 3 most expensive cards from Surge and Sparks was Pikachu SIR, obviously, was #1 most expensive card in all of Scarlet and Violet. Outpaced the No-Neck Charizard from 151. Then it was the Latias was on that list. And then the gold Pikachu was on that list at like 109. Yeah, I don't even know who posted that. D-Flip says, I saw somebody comparing Prismatic to Evolved and saying because of the pull rate of SIR, Prismatic is not a match, I think. PK, because of Master Ball's Prismatic may be bigger in value. What do you think? I think Prismatic's going to be crazy. It has so much chase to it. Like you just said, SARs. Has every evolution. You know, everybody loves Evolving Skies. Do not forget that Evolving Skies did not have the Jolteon. It did not have the Flareon. It did not have the Vaporeon. All 3 of those came in the Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon Premium Collection boxes. Or Vaporeon, whatever. Jolteon, Flareon, Vaporeon. Premium collection boxes with both the regular Vs and the VMAXs. We never got those in a set. They were, promos. And then we never got the Espeon either. The Espeon wasn't released in Evolving Skies. The Espeon was released in Fusion Strike, the Espeon VMAX. So, Evolving Skies, while it was a good set, had a lot of great, obviously the Moonbreons in there. It had a lot of the big evolutions, but it was missing a lot of them. Prismatic is not missing any of them. They're all in one set. And then you add on that Master Ball chase. I don't know what the pull rate's going to be for the Master Ball. I mean, comparing it off Japanese with 151 booster boxes, you're going to get one Master Ball per 20 packs because there's 20 packs in a Japanese 151 booster box. Right there. Gonna be crazy, though. Kevin Clare said, the crazy thing is Obsidian Plains ETB being $25 and people been selling them for $30 all year. Nobody wants them, yeah. Because you know what happened is Obsidian Plains is not moderner anymore. So therefore, it is not better. It's the same thing with Twilight. When Twilight was ripping, everybody wanted Twilight. Surge and Sparks came out, everybody wants Surge and Sparks. When Prismatic comes out, everybody's going to want Prismatic. When Team Rocket comes out, everybody's going to want Team Rocket. The moderner, the better. That is the best way to navigate this hobby. Thrifty said Espeon VMAX. Yeah, Espeon VMAX was in Fusion Strike. It was not in Evolving Skies. The Espeon VMAX laying on the roof. Alright, guys. That is my rant. I still got orders I gotta pack. Got like an hour packing. But yeah, guys, listen, appreciate every single one of you. Appreciate you guys listening to the rants. If you guys are new, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. If you are not new, do me a favor, hit that like button. Really helps out through the algorithm. I go live every Thursday night at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know next Thursday is Thanksgiving, but I can't not go live. I got to make it a full year. So far, I've done it every week of 2024. I'm not going to not let Thanksgiving night slow me down. I will be live next week at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, guys, appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are truly the best. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be making these videos. You guys really do motivate me to just want to be better. I think that is if you take anything, keep getting better. Don't be worse. That's simple advice. Be better. Be a better person. Be a better collector. Be a better flipper. Be a better scalper. Be a better Pokemon enthusiast. Be a better hobbyist. Be a better father. Be a better son. Be a better husband. Be a better human being. Be better at your job. Be better in life. You don't have to be 100% better every day. Just small fractions of a percent every day. Just get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And then one day, you'll be sitting surrounded by Pokemon cards. You'll be the happiest person in the world. Alright, guys. Appreciate every single one of you. And as always, I'll catch you on the next video.